Hello everybody, it's me, CD, and today, I'm doing something a little bit different than I usually do. So basically, I've had this idea for a little bit, guys, and I've been wanting to do it. And so I believe this video will be on both the regular CD channel, like the channel that includes like the gaming and just random stuff, and also DisappearingStudios. And the one in the studio is now a part of what will hopefully have multiple episodes of this series-esque thing. This series is for the whole extra whatever stuff I want to do for the studio. CD special stage. So yeah, this is the first entry for that. Maybe I'll do more. This is a little fun little thing with stuff I feel like doing, So today I'm going to be doing a tier list. I will be ranking. Well, I guess it's not a tier list then. I will be ranking every Disappearing Studios film / production / show. You know what I mean. The series, the films, everything. I'll be ranking everything from least to greatest, sharing opinions. You know what I mean by ranking. Least to greatest. And, by the end, you'll learn what my favorite Disappearing Studios film is, and I guess what my least favorite is. Now, do keep in mind, I enjoyed every bit of Disappearing Studios. But within this list, there just has to be a worst one. The criticism, it's not hate. Like, again, I enjoy everything that the studio brings. I've never, watched a film production and disliked it. Never. I'm a big fan of Disappearing Studios. I love the universe that's been built and everything about it. So yeah, just know. And also, it's not like these opinions are solidified in stone. So basically, I could change my mind about the number one spot tomorrow. Because the top 3 are, pretty good. Or just anything in general. Opinions can change. So don't solidify this information as all right, this is what CD thinks. This is his opinion. It is my opinion, but opinions can change. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna stop with this this opening yapping, and let's get into this yapping. The rest of the yapping. Sorry about that, guys. But all right. There are 20 entries on this list. So I will get started with number 20. In last place, number 20, we have Mission Eclipse Episode 3, Ghosts of a Unit. Now, I guess I forgot the fact that I will be including each individual episode, not the entire series as a whole for each of these. So, Mission Eclipse Episode 3, Ghosts of a Unit. Again, I don't dislike the episode. There just has to be a last. And, Episode 3, Mission Eclipse. Mission Eclipse, incredible show. I enjoyed it a lot. The thing with Episode 3 is there's a few areas that kind of mess it up. And it just ends up being the weakest part of Disappearing Studios. So, in the previous episode, we were left off the cliffhanger after they supposedly got shot. But then we immediately start and they're fine. I don't know. The smile guy shows up. Not the big guy in charge, but just one of the people. He's being you shouldn't be trying to stop us, whatever. That's a good part. But then basically, I feel like most of the episodes, Michael, the main character, he's like, oh man, how do I get out of here? We should really get out of here. And he talks to David, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna get us out of here. And there's the whole scenes of all right, I got a weapon. This gun has 3 shots in it. All right, I'm gonna go tell David, and then one of the guards is like, hey, where you going? And then it ends. So then the episode just ends up being really short. You know, it's like 4 minutes. That's I think Mission Eclipse is a really good series. There's just sometimes the episodes are really short and leaves a lot of like what? Because you'll wait like a few weeks for an episode, but then it's like 4 minutes of time. So it's like, oh. Again, it's not bad. I enjoy it. It's just the weakest on the list. And also, like, the next episode, Dreamland, immediately, like there's no guards. It's just immediately David betraying him. So it was like, what was the point of, like, the stuff that happened in this episode? Like, again, it's important because they're talking about, like, you know, who's behind everything, because, like, you know, the plot of the show. But then again, Michael is just like, well, oh man, what is tapping? This is weird. We have to get out. Hey, David, we have to get out. I'm going to try to help you out. Hey, David, I have a gun. That's 3 shots. We have to get out. Oh, they spotted us. Let's get out. And then they run away. But then the next episode, it's just like, we're not running away anymore. I feel like really bad when I say this. Like, I feel messed up talking about this. But there has to be a last place. And this is just one of the weaker things from Disappearing Studios. Remember, everything from Disappearing Studios is good. It's just there had to be a weakest. That is why I put this in the 20th spot. Also, guys, sorry if the audio at times may seem echoey. I don't have control over that. I try to fix it. I don't know what's happening. So, sorry if the audio seems weird throughout this episode or whatever. Just wanted to point that out. Alright. Number 19 on our list. Okay. I know this technically isn't really a film, but I have been told by Disappearing Studios that these are pretty important to the universe. And I'm deciding to count them as their own like films because they're important, and you as the viewer, you should go watch them as well. They are, according to Disappearing Studios, he says they are like pretty crucial to the lore behind everything. So in 19th place, we are going with VHS number 1, also known as Classified Disappearance, in like June 18th, 1992. So, I know this may seem pretty low. Again, Disappearing Studios has tons of incredible content. There just has to be a low. I feel like I'm going to say that a bunch. So, you know, it's not bad. It's just with this, there's not a lot. It's just, you know, like I'm forgetting my words now. I feel like with this, it's like, oh, that was cool, but like, you know, we don't have much of it yet. It's just, I bet like when we get more information about that whole, you know, like all the lore behind it, like we just need a little bit more, you know. So it shows, like, again, this is setting it up, like just. You know, you can't have too many expectations for it. It's just, you know, like the suspicious VHS tape. And it's setting up for what I believe, you know, to be a much more bigger aspect. It does what it's trying to go for good, you know. It's just not your typical film. And I feel like we just don't have enough of that content to justify it being higher on this list, you know, because there's also other incredible entries. So, I mean, yeah. Not bad. It's just, well, you know, we don't have enough of that world, you know, to put it with the greats. All right. In number 18, in similar fashion to the last one, we have VHS number 2, also known as the Classified Disappearance, from July 6th, 1992. We know it's the same year, you know, all that good stuff. This one was definitely much longer than the last one, but again, I'm not gonna regurgitate everything I just said about the last one. It's kind of the same deal, except for this one. I kind of feel like it provides a little bit more, and I feel like I got into it more as well. Because like I got into the first one, but there's was not much took place over the first one. It was them driving. The guy finds like the deer and hears the noise, and then there's gunshots, and then we kind of end there. Which it's not bad. Again, it's all good. I'm just saying, like with this one, I feel like it's not like we were kind of we see everything that almost unfolds. If that makes sense. I'm yapping a lot. I know, but I don't know with this one. It's like I don't know. It kind of feels like you're more part of the world. There's just a few reasons I just like this one a bit better. You travel with this the guy that's recording the whole time. And like if you look in the background, also like you see some things that like he doesn't notice. And I feel like in this one you feel worried for him. And then at the end, when the bad stuff happens, you're left in a state of shock. And I feel like the second VHS made me want to know more about what was going on with all these like classified things more than the first one did. The first one did it well, but I think the second VHS does it even better. But again, this world is not we don't have as much of it to justify it being higher on with some of the grades. All right. So this next one might be a bit controversial. And number 17, this might be a shocker, but 17th place, I'm going to be putting Traversal. I like Traversal. It's a good film. It's just I don't know why, but it didn't stick with me as much as the other stories did. It's a pretty good film. Again, some of these entries have to be lower than others. Everything in DisappearingStudios is good content. I enjoy all of it. Never disliked a video. This universe just didn't stick with me as much. We see the main character. We're pretty sure we don't know the name of him yet. He enters this house. We know he's looking for money. He's not the greatest of guys. I'm not saying like I don't like his character. I'm just saying like if he's looking to steal money, breaking into houses. Things obviously go wrong for him. I feel like this film, is trying to be scary, but it might have been a little trying too hard. There's some good jumps in there. There's also another thing I like to point out is it's pretty dark, and it has some effects to where it's hard to tell what's going on at times. Again, the criticism is just like, I'm not making fun of it. I'm not hating on it. I'm just, making points. I'm really sorry if this upsets anyone. Especially DisappearingStudios, I feel like I might hurt his feelings with this. I'm just trying to talk about the show. With that being said, I'm gonna keep going. I think I like the entities. Entity number 2 is pretty cool. Like entity number 1. I'd like to know more about the story. It's just this film, it just didn't stick with me as hard as some of the others. Like some of these films like got me really invested. Like, wow, I want to see more of that. This one again, it's the whole dark thing, and I don't know. It's a good film. I enjoy it. It's just not to the same level as the others. I like the ending. I liked how like the police showed up and he was like, "I got a story for you." I like that part pretty well. I liked how entity number 1. At one point he references the book The Hobbit. I remember with his like he likes telling the riddles. I thought that was a little cool character trait. Entity number 2, I liked him. Passive character. Like he's not he's not like a good guy, but he's not a bad guy. He just wants to give him a good old scare. That's what was said in the finale of Mission Eclipse. I liked it. Again, just a lot of it is darkness, and it just didn't stick with me as well as some of the others. Good film, just didn't stick with me as much. Whew, all right. In number 16, we have Project Lurker Season 2, Episode 1, 99's Call. Nothing, I don't have too much reasoning for this. It's just, it's not as good as some other entries, again. There's some things that, really, really slap, and this one doesn't as much. It's a good episode. It's the introduction for Season 2. We get to see 99 again. Noah returns to the facility. Pretty enjoyable. He kind of explains the whole 66 thing. We see 66 for a little bit. It's just, I feel like it's not as good as some of the other episodes in that season. Like the last 2 episodes, they are pretty good. Even episode 2, I don't know. I think I might enjoy the dialogue in episode 2 a bit more than episode 1. I don't know. Season 2, episode 1, it's the reunion, but I don't know, episode 2, they're I like I'll wait for that till I get to episode 2 of season 2. Just season 2, episode 1 is solid, but again, DisappearingStudios content is really good, and there's a lot more of it, and it's just better, So I don't have too much to say about that, but yeah, let's continue. All right, so in number 15th place, 15, we have Project Lurker Season 2, Episode 2, Prepare for the Others. Now, again, similar to what I said for the last one, it's not bad, just has to be lower than the others. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I think the thing with this one, I was about to say in the last placing, I waited to say it now. I enjoy the arsenal scene for some reason. It stands out to me, have a look through my arsenal. And he's looking through and he's like, this one, no, this one. You kind of see a few Easter eggs there. I don't know, I just enjoy the scene. And also, it also sets up the show. It sets up the next episode, which is a really good episode. I mean, there's not too much to say about it. It's a solid episode. And there's just stuff that's better. Again. Alright, next up in number 14, we have Project Lurker Season 2, Episode 3, Two-Way Road. So, Episode 3, Two-Way Road. Incredible episode. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed filming it. I enjoyed being a part of all of Project Lurker, of course. I enjoyed this scene, though. We see Project 11 and Project 84. 84 is up first. He has the guns. And it's Project 11. So we spend the entire episode fighting. We reunite 99 at the end. Get ready for the finale. Pretty good episode. Fighting was good. Music was good. Don't have too much to say about it. Although it's just this one's a bit lower because this is one of the only instances where we see these characters. They get their special moments. Solid episode. It's really enjoyable. But again, there's some that are better. It's, again, nothing is bad. It's just, some things have to be lower on this list than the others. It's just what you gotta do when ranking them. But yeah, I enjoyed this episode a lot. Moving on. Alright, next up on our list. Number 13, we have Mission Eclipse Episode 5, The Successful Breakthrough. Now, I believe this is a very underrated episode, in my opinion. I love this episode, if I'm being completely honest. The only thing, it's very underrated. One of the bigger things keeping it down is that, again, it's 4 minutes. It's shorter. But I love the content that's in this 4 minutes. I'm dead serious. I enjoy it so much. One of the more things I didn't like about it was how, Michael returns from Dreamland, and then he's like, all my friends, stopped all the freaking soldiers. And it's like, like the first half of the series was setting up like how they were going to travel across the world and deal with all these clone people. But then at the beginning of episode 5, it's like, oh, they already did it. We just gotta get to the finale. I think that's a bit odd that I took that direction, but I do believe he might have like changed the lore around mid show. That he wanted to like change things around, because I believe he wasn't gonna make his universe all connected until halfway through Mission Eclipse. So when he made Dreamland, I think that's why it's like that. Don't quote me on it. But yeah, I think that part is a little lacking to where he's like, oh, they already did it. Um, I I really enjoy the scene where he's sneaking up, like ready to take him out, and he points to him and he's like, yeah, all right, here we go. And then he jumps the guard and takes his weapon. I love that segment. Pretty enjoyable segment, not gonna lie. Pretty soon here, I'm gonna start to seem like I'm low key glazing, but I'm glazing because it's good. So cry about it. I'm gonna glaze. Um, I love. It also has the iconic moment where Michael is shooting at the soldiers, taking them down, and then he aims to the side without looking. Like, it's kind of a mistake, but if you think about it, it's also aura, because he literally just shot a guy without even having to look. I love that whole thing, but then I'm pretty sure the guy's name is the Smiler. The Smiler comes in, and he's like, can't be saved now, and they get ready to fight. And he calls in his boys, and Michael takes out his boys. It's, again, pretty good. Like, he like kicks them, and good stuff here. Really enjoyable. I feel like it's a heavily underrated episode. I think it's just because of like the length of it. That's why it's so underrated, because it's only 4 minutes. But a lot of good content happens in 4 minutes, so I just had to put it high up on the list, even though of its short runtime. I just really enjoyed the episode. All right. In 12th place, we have Mission Eclipse, Episode 6, The Final Showdown. I believe Episode 5 is a pretty good lead up to this finale, Like, it led up to the perfect point, I believe. And this finale is just so good. It has David, because, he betrayed. I probably should have said earlier, but spoilers for all of DisappearingStudios in this video. But if you didn't expect that, then I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, this finale is pretty good. It was pretty crazy when David whipped out the Dreamland gun. I don't really know how he did that, but it was a really cool moment. Like the gun also, it looked like abnormal, so it fit very much for like a Dreamland gun. Pretty good finale, pretty good fight. I think David's a really good part of this series. He adds on a lot, and it's good. And also the part where he goes to Dreamland after being shot by the Dreamland gun, and he sees entity number 2. That made me pretty happy. That was a pretty cool moment. He's kind of just aura farming there in Dreamland, which also informs us that the entities have access to Dreamland, because he talks about it in the closet. Entity number 1 has. Pretty sure it's entity number 1's closet, if I'm remembering correctly. It's a really good finale for a really good show. I enjoy the show. I feel like Noah doesn't look back at it very fondly, but I enjoy the show quite a bit. I think it's pretty epic where there's like the TV screen transition back to the real world, and David's like, "What? What? How can this be?" And then and then he shoots him. He's like, "Wait, I'll tell you everything." Shoots him again, and it's a really good finale. I know, again, low-key glazing, but shut up. I'm gonna glaze because I like it. He defeats him. We know the Smiler escaped, and he lives in rural Pennsylvania. So yeah, excellent finale. I'm pretty excited to see more of that universe, if I'm being honest, like the Mission Eclipse characters and whatnot. We know David's dead. I want to see more from Michael. I know he's retired, his story's kind of over, but I would like to see a bit more from that universe. I don't know, I don't know. I don't know how that would work, but I'd enjoy it. And yeah, it's excellent finale. All right. So in 11th place, we have Mission Eclipse Episode 4, Dreamland. I really liked this episode when it released. Very solid episode. It takes place after Episode 3, and we see David's betrayal, which was pretty unexpected. Like, I would have never expected David, to betray. Like, he seemed like a chill dude with his text-to-speech voice. It has the iconic moment. Like, I'm sorry about this, Michael. I hope you enjoy suffering as one of those clone monsters. And he shoots him, but then he goes to Dreamland, and there's the whole segment of it. It's a really good segment. Introduces us to Dreamland. We see him see the other worlds. He walks up into the doors. You can hear all the stuff, but then it ends. I think that's the only thing I'd say on this episode is all that happens is those two scenes. So basically, the betrayal, there are two very strong scenes. That's just all that happens in this episode. It's a very good episode. It's only those two things that happen, which brings it down to this point. It might have been a little bit higher, I guess, if it didn't end like that. I don't know how else it would have ended, because then that would have taken away from episode 5. But it's a really good episode, don't get me wrong. I love it. It's not bad by any means. It's just that's the one negative comment I have to say about it. But just really good episode, high up on the list. Yeah. All right, viewers, everybody. I don't know why I said viewers instead of everybody. I was gonna say everybody, but whatever. So we have officially made it to the top 10 Disappearing Studios productions. Again, all of them are good. It's just we made it to the top 10, and these are extraordinary. Well, all of them are extraordinary. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. I'm not gonna, shouldn't. It's probably 3 minutes of straight up me saying it's good. All right, let's continue. So basically, why did I say basically? In 10th place, we have Project Lurker Season 2, Episode 4, Stay Gold. Amazing episode. It was a really good finale, a really good fight. 66 was dope. Well, I kind of feel like that's self-glazed, but it's a really good fight. And that sacrifice moment at the end, where 99 sacrifices himself, it's a really good moment. And yeah, it's just a very, very strong finale. Again, episode title, Stay Gold, nice title, nice everything about it. It's a really good finale. The fight is good. 66's theme is good. All the action in it, it's all good. And how you think Noah's gonna die, but then 99 saves him. It's a very good moment at the end there, an emotional moment, and it's a really good ending to season 2. Really good. There's nothing much more to say about it. It's just very, very solid finale. Alright, next on the list for number 9, we have Project Lurker, Episode 3, Fighting for a Purpose. This is season 1. Really good episode. I guess it's the weakest episode of Project Lurker. It's just, Project Lurker, season 1, I like it a lot. It's just one of the episodes had to be the worst one, and it's this one. It's not bad, it's just the least of the 4. This episode, it's the training and bonding of 99 and Noah. He's at the end of episode 2, he's like, train me. And then he's like, fine, He agrees to train him. And then through that training, they form their friendship. And where 99, instead of hating everything, I kind of talked about this over on the Disappearing podcast, his whole character arc. Go watch that if you haven't. It's a really good podcast. Over at Disappearing Studios is where that's at. Sorry. the only negative thing I'd say about this episode is kind of the end. 99's. It's just really random and it doesn't amount to anything later. Basically, and the whole thing with Project Lurker is we improvised the entire season. Like episode 2 was entirely just me improvising, and it turned out really good. I kind of, for the improvising, I went to the closet, and then I fell out back to Norman. And he's like, "What's going on? Come on!" And then like, what's happening? And Noah's kind of like, "Well, there's a guy. He's gonna teach. He taught me this stuff, and he knows how to get us out." And then he's like, "Oh, I don't trust you." And then, and Noah's like, "Fine, I'll keep distance for now. We just have to get out of here." And then it cuts to 99 being like, "All right, we're a part of he's a part of me now, and we're gonna do this." And then in the finale, it's just kind of like, well, again, in the finale, Norman kind of makes up by like sending that message as being a part of 99 now. I'll talk about that when we get to it, possibly. It's just that kind of random little part at the end pushes it back compared to the other episodes where everything feels pretty meaningful, Yeah, it's just this one, there had to be a weakest episode of Project Lurker. You can only glaze it so much. Again, really good, just, All right, we're getting pretty high up here, guys. Number 8 is Mission Eclipse Episode 1: The Return. So Mission Eclipse Episode 1, it was just an incredible start to the series. Like, it got me hooked. We instantly learned it's in the future. The United States, the brain chips thing, and the main character Michael is just like, he's a retired soldier. It's like kind of like put off about this whole thing, and then he's suddenly thrown into this conflict. The grenade's thrown at him, and his friend Matt, he was being a little weird, as we all know. He was acting a little weird, so you had to kill him. We all know that part. Such an iconic moment. It's just, I love that whole scene. I love the part where he's like walking and you kind of like hear that metallic like footsteps and that whole metallic part of him. Then he swipes and then he gets like, he gets tased, falls over, and it's like the thump. It's just, it got me invested into the series very well. Like, it did what opening episodes should do. It did that all correctly. I got super invested. We're introduced to David also over the whatever you want to call it, like his ear chip thing. Everything's just good about it. It's such a good opening for a show. I was hooked. Like, I was hooked. I could not wait for episode 2. So excited for episode 2. I liked the character of Michael. I liked his like design where he had like his military hat on and all that. I liked like the whole like talk about the brain chip, and David's like I can't, let me try to remember the number. What number is it? There's like a certain model. The chip has a certain model, and like they talk about it. When they're talking, like, remember he gets hurt by the chip. They talk about it, and it's such good dialogue with that. It makes me want to hear from David more as well. Like, it wants me to hear about the universe even more. Again, the episode just, it hooks you. It hooks you. Like, I cannot say that like more. It hooks you to this universe. It did it so well. I loved it. It's such a good episode. I'm gonna stop blazing now. It's just such a good episode. It made me want to see more. And then like it sets up at the end. I'm pretty sure where like the next one's located. So yeah, it introduced me to it, and I just wanted to see more. And yeah. Alright, everybody. We're here, and at number 7 we have Mission Eclipse Episode 2, Signals. This finishes off the Mission Eclipse series. Now all episodes are ranked. So Episode 2, Signals. And my gosh, this was an incredible episode. I love all the scenes. I don't know why. The airport scene at the beginning is such a good scene. Like it's such a good scene. Like I like how he's casually just walking through the airport. You hear the airport noise. He sits down in the plane. I don't know why. It's just like an airport scene. It was like unexpected. It was I don't know why. I just really like it. Like I have no way of explaining it. I don't know. I like the whole concept of it. I like it was executed really well, better than you would ever expect. For it being filmed in like a house. Like from the planes going down, everything. I love the opening of the airport. I don't know why. It's something I would never think of, and like, DisappearingStudios is able to pull that off so well. I don't know why. It just like scratches my brain in a way. It's just such a good scene. And then it crashes, and then the guy, his name's Friend. I remember that. He's there's the fight between those two. And then Michael takes the weapon. And he's like, "No, you're done here." And they're fighting, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Back to normal." And then David shows up. David is such a good character. Like I got hooked to his character instantly. His helmet is iconic. It's an iconic part of DisappearingStudios. It's so good. His dialogue is all good too. It all feels like natural what he says in a way, Even though the voice may be a bit unnatural, I love his voice. By the way, it's such, I know it's like text to speech from CapCut or whatever, but it's so good. It's so iconic. Like I don't know if DisappearingStudios realizes this, but he has formed like several very iconic characters in DisappearingStudios. I can't say I've done the same. I don't know. Maybe I have. Feel free to tell me in the comment section. I don't know. But basically he just I guess he doesn't technically introduce David in this episode. You hear him in the first one. But this is where we just see this heavily like iconic character. When you think about Mission Eclipse, you think about Michael, and you also think about David. It's such a highlight of this series. And in this episode, he's amazing. Like, he defends the base, he's shooting. He's, like, explaining everything, like, where all the people are. It's such a good episode. Like, every scene, I'm entertained in this episode. Every scene has me entertained. There's no part that feels lackluster. Like, it makes me, like, it's like candy to my brain. It's such a good episode. I don't know how to, like, say it any further. It's so good. Like, everything about it. I love the characters in this episode. Like I've said, the dialogue. It's iconic moments. It's just so good. I don't know. Like, this episode, it's like candy. It's like candy. Like, I can't get enough of it. So good. It's got me addicted. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. It's a good episode. And the ending's pretty good. It is a little bit unfortunate that it kind of went a little poo in episode 3. Because like episode 2 had set it up so good. Just incredible episode. Incredible. Alright. In number 6 spot, we have Project Lurker, episode 1, Trapped in Time. Project Lurker, episode 1. Pretty good, It's, severely iconic. First thing to ever release on DisappearingStudios. Very iconic. Well, I guess technically the trailer came first, but you know what I mean. Do you think the opening's pretty good? I mean, it doesn't necessarily get me hooked because I was there and I know what happens, Like, if I was an average viewer, I would have been hooked immediately. I like the whole concept. Like, are you sure this is the right place? Like, you're like, oh, like I feel like it hooks you really fast. Again, this episode is just also really high. Just like, holy crap, it is so iconic. As you can see, I'm getting really into this glazing phase. It's very mysterious. You don't know what's going on. It's pretty good mystery. Later in one of the later rankings, you will find that mystery is something Disappearing Studios can get really right. It can do extraordinary on. Just the two of them are checking around. You introduce these characters, Noah and Norman. It's kind of just like it kind of feels natural. There's nothing. Again, it's mysterious. It kind of feels like you're just looking around, trying to find out what's going on. And then later in the episode, Norman gets he feels weird, and then he kind of gets possessed by 99. And then when that happens, you're like, oh shoot. You're like, oh my gosh, you're watching. You're like, what is happening, Because I was they were looking around for a while, everything's strange. You hear them keep saying about it being a government facility, but it looks like a house, and things are going weirdly. There's there's a chamber that's supposed to hold something, and Norman starts tweaking, and we later know it's 99. The whole segment of him hiding, and 99 with the iconic laughs, It's such an iconic episode, and it's iconic for a reason. It's good. It was the beginning, that makes it iconic, but it's also good. And it ends as he supposedly turns normal, and you're like, what? It makes you hooked. Hooks you really good to the rest of the series. I'm just saying. But yeah, there's such an iconic episode of Disappearing Studios, and such a good one too. All right, everybody. We have made it to the top 5 best Disappearing Studios productions, in my opinion. So yeah, again, opinions may change, but these are so good. So good. At number 5, we have Project Lurker Episode 4, The Open Door. That kind of rhymes. Or, I don't know. Excellent finale to the series. We had the guest person, I'm not going to say his name. The person that plays Michael McNew III. He's just, he comes on, excellent performance from him. He was really good. I remember Sonic from Nanamai. When he watched this, he was straight up glazing after the episode ended. You could tell he enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed being a part of it. Such an iconic fight. 99 and McNew are dueling. So many iconic lines are said. It's a good fight. It's engaging. It's kind of funny how Noah's standing there. He's like, 99, no! As he's standing there watching. It's not a nitpick. It's funny. I'm just saying, it doesn't. I feel like that doesn't take from the episode, because if he wasn't doing that, how's he gonna record what's happening? Another note about Project Lurker, it's kind of cool that you see it through a camera because they're recording it. That's a nice concept about it. Kind of like a VHS, but not exactly. So the fight was so good, and at the end part where 99's don't worry, while he's kind of got him all distracted. There's the opening, and he kind of sacrifices himself. In that moment when Noah's leaving, he doesn't know whether 99 died or what happened. It's a really good finale. It's so good. I don't know what else to say. It's an iconic finale. It's amazing. It's just amazing. There's not too much more I can say about it. It's just incredible how good of a finale this is. All right. In the 4th spot, we have Project Lurker Episode 2, Friend or Foe. Okay, so this wraps up where all the Project Lurkers ranked on the list, Season 1. This episode was, if you weren't hooked by Episode 1, you best to be hooked from this. Norman turns back to normal. It's a pretty lengthy episode, too. It's a good length to it. Really good length to it. And the improv is incredible. This is a little bit of self-glaze here, but the improv is incredible. Norman and Noah, they get into a fight because Norman's like, what the heck? What's happening? And just that whole fight happened. and like it ends with them both like regretful. Like, oh, I'm sorry. And then 99 returns again, shoots back into his body, and that's when they first meet. You learn about 99. You learn about this facility a bit. You know what happened to him, and that's all like improvised. And like, I know it's self-released here, but I feel like I kind of cooked with the acting there. Like, don't you understand? You know, like, I remember DisappearingStudios like messaging me and be like, whenever the don't you understand part happens, like it gets me every time. Like he felt a bit shaken by that performance, which was very nice to hear. I had felt like I did good. It's just the 99 stuff. Like if you like don't enjoy watching his character, I don't know what's wrong with you. In the Disappearings podcast, Talking Around and I did say that his favorite things to react to were Mouth of My Mind and this series. And I can see why, with like 99 being this, like he's very intriguing. And again, self-glazed, but the acting for him is really good. Like it feels genuine, like it feels good, engaging. Such a good episode, and it goes with the rest of the series pretty well and ends with setting up episode 3. It's just like Project Lure as a whole, incredible series. I was very happy to have been a part of this. I don't know what else to say. It's really good, and it's so good. All right, here we are. We have made it to the top 3. My top 3 picks as of right now for Disappearing Studios films. The rest of these are films, by the way. These are just so good. Incredible films. These could change depending on my mood. Like, these 3 could change where they're placed. It's just, here's what I have to say about them now. So, in 3rd place, we have The Throne of Power. Part 1, technically. The Throne of Power. So here we are. Very good length film, it's a good length, so it allows for a lot to happen. The world building in this film is incredible. Like, it's hard to not follow what's happening. Like, it's very understandable. You can follow the story pretty easily. Like, this one, this is less of a lore-filled one and more of just like a story you can enjoy, And he was aware of that while making it, and yeah, that was more of the goal where he was headed. It's all, it came from his ideas. It's a creative new world. It's very easy to enjoy and watch. Like, I don't know if I would say that. I was about to say, I wouldn't even I could see like my family enjoying this because they don't have to worry about lore or anything. They can just watch a film and enjoy it. I'm not saying the other ones are bad because you have to know lore. That makes it incredibly engaging. It's just this one, if you want to break from the lore stuff, you can watch this and it's good. It has the appearance of Cool Guy. First film appearance. It's not his real name, obviously. He's mentioned as Cool Guy in the video. He's a pretty cool guy in real life. A friend of ours. He plays both the King and Lord Vile. Performs incredibly well as both. Outstanding job. I believe DisappearingStudios does very good as the Prince. Like, he acts it all very naturally. And he wrote it, so he knows the characters the best. He acts very well for it. And yeah, it's the plot, very good plot. Again, easy to follow, and it's entertaining. Like it's really easy to follow, but it's not like it doesn't make it bad. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't know, you get what I'm saying. I liked how it established the planets again, the world building. I liked how we kind of had like a ship for some scenes, and I enjoyed playing King Ojama. Very good character to play. Um, I like the part where I like the camera work in it as well. We had multiple people there, so like the camera could move quite a bit. That's not a normal occurrence in our films because there isn't always someone there to hold the camera. You know, we're usually filming these things by ourselves, me and Disappearing Studios. But yeah, I like the action in this too. I like the first scene where I kind of bonk the prince on the head. Like the end that not interrogation, but you know what I'm saying. The part where Ojama and the prince are talking. Ojama's like, "You can help us." Um, it's kind of like they don't know they're gonna be friends later. It's the start of that. All very good. I like they had some pretty good banter in his ship, Ojama's ship, as they went to fly over to Rollock. Um, their banter was pretty good. Like it felt like natural banter. It's humorous banter too. Like just seeing their like relationship build. Not a weird relationship. Like seeing. I mean, they're not bonding quite yet, but just like their banter with each other. It's you see it in some other films. The characters get to like care. And that was a good scene for building it. Oh, I like Rollock. I like the area. Pretty good. Um, More comments. I like the scene where they discover all the dead people and he reads his note. That was a pretty good scene. Very enjoyable scene. Again, I was entertained throughout the entirety of this film. I knew everything was going to happen, but I was thoroughly entertained, even like knowing what would happen. The Void Planet was pretty cool. Like the whole unmasking of Vile, like how his face was like pale white. That was cool. They arrive to the planet and he's like suspiciously chill. He's like, "Come on, sit down." I believe again, cool guy, performed incredibly well as Lord Vile. Very good performance. He's a very good actor. He doesn't like he's not an actor, but he acts really well. Like I don't think he would call himself an actor. He does it really well. And I again we're gonna go back to the combat. I'm about to start glazing. The fight between like the strongest warrior and the prince is pretty good. I liked the banter between Ojama and the prince like before it, where he's like, I taught you everything. It's like you didn't teach me anything. Oh, you got this, whatever. And he fights him. Incredibly good fight. Again, all the fighting in this feels so good. Like it kind of feels like you're a part of a boss battle in this scene. Like especially with the sounds. The sounds add on to it like pretty well, I think. I like how he's defeated. He like flips over like that. That was pretty cool. The prince wins, and Vile's like, "Nope, going to freaking Hoyam," or as, actually, I'm not gonna say that. Hoyam. Yeah, okay. I was about to say Hoyam, like the freaking AI summaries of YouTube say, because if you summarize it, you do the AI summary thing with this video. It's like, well, they go to Hoyam and team up with the Iranians, and off topic, off track. The final battle is incredibly good. Again, the fighting in this film is extraordinary. Vile takes out some of the Iranians. There's fighting. It's incredibly good fighting. I like how Lord Vile fights. How he has like the blanket on one side, and I feel like the sword also fits him as well. It's incredibly good. They all fight together, and then there's a part where Vile's kind of like mocking him and like making fun of him, which leaves him vulnerable. And then Ojama's like, "Go do it now," and he's like, "Okay," and then does it, and then he's dead, and then they win. Really good final battle. All the fight scenes were incredible. I feel like the noises do add. Some people may find them a tad annoying, but I felt like they added on. And yeah, it's a satisfying conclusion to the film, and the after credit scene makes you, wonder what will happen next. And yeah, it's a very good film and deserves to be in the top 3. All right. In the number 2 spot, second place, number 2, we have Project Lurker Collapse. This film, as I said earlier, remember the part where I said DisappearingStudios can do like the whole mystery aspect right? In this film, it's done incredibly. You haven't got a clue of what's going on. You have a clue of like what the facility is because you're returning to it. Noah has a strange feeling, and then when he comes back to this facility, it's in shambles. It's in ruin. It's messed up. And you have no idea why. The ambience of it, incredible. The jump scares, if you don't know they're coming, they're pretty good, And you see like these old busted up characters, like what has happened to them, The mystery, you have no idea what's going on. And you find out Norman is alive, question mark? Again, question mark, because it's not Norman, but you hear that Norman's alive, even though like you heard about his soul, being deleted or whatever. They communicate through walkie-talkies, and like the whole time, it's like you're there with Noah throughout the film, because it's like you have the same viewpoint as him, because you're just as confused as he is. It's like you're going along this confusion journey with him, and it's incredible. He finds the wrench, which, Norman, Norman, it's not really him, but Norman, like, tells him, like, where the counter code wrench is, and he's like, when he finds it, he's like, good job, you found it, but, like, how does he know? It's kind of hinting at it later. Like, he hears the memories, which, again, confuses Noah more. Encounters 11, who, like, short circuits, even though he's a living person. Like, why is he doing that, Again, as with the confusion. Like, a 99 sword that Noah brought up to the real world. Like, he finds that same sword down there as well. It also is, like, one of the nodes as a memory. Again, confusing. Like, 11's body disappears, and then the whole scene where 99 is there. Oh my gosh, like a good jump scare. Like you're shocked along with Noah, like, yo, 99 is here. He's dead, but he's not, or what? And then everything suddenly stops, and then like something bad happens. Again, you don't know. It's like this mystery, like it leaves you wondering the entire film. And then you go to the emotional scene of having to kill 99, he dies again. And I guess he's not sacrificing himself, but he dies for Noah again. A good emotional scene. It actually got Sonic 29, oh my gosh, Sonic 29 of mine to almost cry. That is a huge achievement. Sonic 29 of mine, like, has never done that before for any of our films. Like, this showed, like, he was, invested, like, and he cared about, I guess, the relationship between these characters, and you can see that, when he gets emotional. Like, we managed to get them emotional through this film, and I feel like that's a huge achievement. It's such a good scene, like, again, he's like, I'm sorry, 99, and then does it. And then, then there's the whole ending with Norman actually being Michael McNew III. I'm not gonna, talk about this too much because I don't want to give anything away. I don't know everything for sure, just saying. And then he walks into a portal, and he's very cryptic, they felt I could keep me down here. And basically, while he's trying to walk out the portal, Noah tries to intervene, and then doing this basically causes something bad to happen, which, the door kind of like fractures a bit, which sends them flying into who knows where. They could be in 2 different universes. They could end up into the same universes. We don't know. again, adds like everything is almost one big question, you know. The mystery is turned up to 11. Like, it'll have you questioning till the very end. Like, from the moment it starts till the very end, you're a part of this mystery and you're confused. And it's intriguing. Like, you want to know the answer, but you don't exactly ever know the answer. And this could also like make something really good in the future. Like, wherever they end up, if we get to see that eventually, which hopefully we do see where they ended up. But you know what I mean? It's just, come on, the mystery is so good, and I can't wait to see where it goes next. All right, in the number 1 spot, we have The Family of Dreams. Oh my gosh. I cannot explain with words how good this film is. It's a story of Michael McNew. It's so investing. Camera work's amazing. It looks great. Like, you know, like, basically it adds more mysteries while answering some other mysteries. It's like how you move throughout the film. It's so good. Like, it's made me care about the character of Michael McNew. Well, I cared about it before, you know. But, like, it turned that care way up. Like, this made me even more incredibly invested with the lore of this universe. Like, I guess I know a bit more than everybody else does because I've been a part of it. But still, this it gets me wanting to talk about Disappearing Studios. Like, this gets me, you know, I don't want to say it gets me going because that sounds weird. Like, you see, like, smile people, and then, like, afterwards his wife dies. By the way, incredible performance of Michael McNew. Like, you know, DisappearingStudios plays him incredibly well. I love the scene where he's like, these new cinema films are amazing. It's such a, I feel like that's an iconic scene. It's a good scene. Same with the scene where he's like, son, I decided to give you the family business. And then he slams him out. Such good scenes. I love, like, the talking over the radio scenes. Like, I don't know how to explain this even more. It's just, these scenes are done so well. They're done so well. I am so invested. Like, I couldn't be more invested in this film. And, like, also, like, the callback to the Project Lurker Season 1 trailer. Incredible stuff here. This was great. Like, again, DisappearingStudios, what an amazing performance as Michael McNew. Like, I didn't feel like I was watching DisappearingStudios play a character. I was watching Michael McNew and his story. Well, I'm not saying that doesn't apply for other films, but, like, holy cow, does it heavily apply here. Like, the acting for Michael McNew feels so natural. It's amazing. It's incredible. And, like, I feel invested with his story. In that performance, like, I feel so invested, like, the world building in this, how he acts, you know, the acting of this character. It makes me, like, you know, care a lot for this universe. Like, I already cared about this universe before, but this boosts it up heavily, you know? Such, like, good scenes, you know? And, you know, it answers questions. Like, it doesn't straight up tell you, like, answers to questions. But, like, if you're, like, into the lore, you'll have so many questions answered from this. While also some other mysteries have started, you know? Like, you want to know more about the Smiling Man, you know? And like, it calls back to Project Lurker Season 1, you know? Shows how everything connects. And then, like, you know, reveals kind of why Michael McNew III was down in the facility. Not all questions are answered, but still. Just everything in this film. Like, it also, like, kind of reminds you why DisappearingStudios is so good, because you have films like this. Everything is so good. Like, it's just, The Family of Dreams is such a highlight of the DisappearingStudios universe. It gets you so invested in it. And I just can't glaze it enough. Like, I can't find the words to describe how good this film is. It's incredible. Alright, everybody. I'd just like to thank you for watching this and listening to me yap for probably what is like an hour. It's probably well over an hour, or I don't know. Sorry if it's been annoying to listen to a weird echoey voice, because I'm pretty sure it's been like that the entire time. Sorry about that. I'm thankful for you listening to me. I don't, I feel like, I don't know, I really like the DisappearingStudios universe, and that just felt really good to talk about, like, how much I appreciate this world. DisappearingStudios, I believe you'll be watching this. Well done. You've, like, holy crap. I'm running out of words to say, So good. Every single film, every single production, every single series, I've enjoyed, It's just, the universe, like, this universe means something to me now, and I'm glad I just got to, yap about it. Such a good, I was glad to do this video. And I'm running out of words to say. It's just incredible stuff here. So now now DisappearingStudios Productions, in order from least to greatest, in my opinion. I know this is, a little bit of a unorganized video, but that's what this little special stage, side extra thing is for. It's not as professional. It's a little bit of a thing where I can just, still be in the studio, but also, be normal, I guess. I don't know. Thank you everyone for watching, and I guess I'll see you in the next film, or in the next one of these. Most likely the next film. I'll see you then. Thank you for watching.